Just because you have a spiritual practice does not mean you are connecting to your divinity. And it is time that we really learn the difference to have some more elevated discernment as we are awakening and attempting to awake. There are a lot of people that are waking up for real. We all know that by now. Okay. We are going through a global transformation on this planet. We all know that by now. Right. But what I am inviting you to become is the way of wisdom, one of the 20 universal ways of oneness. That means being so acutely self aware that you understand that you're gaining that level of discernment that a divine being actually gains over time. Okay. Just because you see spiritual practices or spiritual coaches or transformational coaches does not mean they are wise enough or divine enough to be teaching you or coaching you. That's never putting anybody down. It is allowing you to open yourself up to become the divinity, the divine discernment that you need to start to allow to come online more and more. Just because someone or something is spiritual doesn't mean they are divine. So let me be more specific. There are people in the world, famous people, spiritual people, who gather together. When two or more gather together, you are more powerful, right? And as two or more, as groups of people gather together, I don't care what we're talking about. I don't care if it's a concert. I don't care if it's a spiritual event. I don't care if it's a book signing of somebody famous. It doesn't matter. When people gather together, that is a scenario where people with the wrong intentions, that do not have divine intentions, whether they are spiritual or not, they get everybody to come together in order to feed off of your life force energy. They get you all to come together in order to use you because they are energy vampires. This is something where people that are really connected and choose darkness, they know this. Certain famous people know this. That's why they have masses of people come together. Okay. Why do you think one of the many reasons for a pandemic to keep everybody separated and apart? What was the manipulation there? Many of them, but let me give you one you might not realize. So that those who would fight against that, those who would say, screw you, we're going to gather together anyway, you would be so tricked into we have to get back together physically. Everybody needs to come together. This is bullshit. We're being controlled. Oh, we were. Trust me, we were. But don't get tricked into coming together for events just to fight the system, because you might be the one who's tricked. And now look at us, we're all going to come together. We're all going to come together in this spiritual event, for example, and that spiritual event might be to trick you to gather together in order for your life force energy to be sucked from you. They feed off of you, certain people. This is now at a higher level of awakening what you need to awaken to. It doesn't mean don't gather together. Do not misunderstand my teaching. It means when you're coming together, who are you coming together with? What is the purpose? Do you have a level of discernment for the people who are in charge, the people running the event, for the teachers or the coaches or the performers or whatever kind of event it is? Do you have the divine discernment to see what they are doing to you, with you, or for you while you are gathered together? Why are you there? Oh, we're there because of, be careful. No, why are you really there? And have you learned, are you educated enough to read energies to understand what is happening energetically at any event that you participate in? Are you being used and you don't realize it? Again, just because the event or the people running the event are spiritual doesn't mean they are divine. And this is the invitation for you to start to use a higher level of discernment. And you can only do that by going more deeply within yourself, connecting to the power that you are, the divinity that you are, using that level of discernment. If you're using your discernment up here and you're trapped in your mind to think about that and make that decision, then you're probably one of the ones that's being tricked. But this one has a good reputation, but this one is spiritual. Oh, but this one has a TV network that's all on spirituality. It doesn't mean they're not tricking you to come to an event so they can suck the life force energy out of you. That is what certain people do. So go within, connect more deeply to the light that you are, connect to your higher soul more and more every single day. I want you to do that. Because the more you connect and learn the energy that is your own unique divine energy, your soul's energy, what that blueprint feels like, that will guide you to be able to feel a level of discernment come online. A higher level of discernment will start to come online for you to allow you to be guided on what you should participate in and what you shouldn't. And the ones that you should participate in, my God, millions of you should be getting together, because that is exactly how you dismantle and combat the darkness and the evil on this planet. I want you gathering together in groups, in crowds, by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the millions. That is what we should be doing. But while you plan those events and while you participate in those events, pay very close attention. Do the inner work that you as an individual need to do to gain the level of discernment of what you should never participate in and what you should always be participating in. Trust your own intuition. Never trust your mind. Always trust your soul, and you only trust your soul and connect to your soul by going into the center of the center of the center of your heart chakra. That is where you should be living. Get out of your mind, drop into your heart, and gain that level of discernment that everybody needs right now.